Hi everyone, Sadell here. If you don't know me by now, I'm an analyst, marketer, and all-around positive person here to share all three with you. Today's video is a marketing video, but you can find the other videos below on my channel. Today we were talking about Tailwind, one of my biggest brand building tools. When I heard about the new updates from Tailwind, I knew I had to share it. Speaking of sharing, this video and the description below contain affiliate information. Some of the content is promotional and the links below are affiliate links. If you decide to click on any of the links and join the Tailwind family, which I totally think you should, I may receive some compensation at no cost to you. Now, back to the video. I've been using Tailwind for a little over a year now, and it's one of my favorite tools. But these updates are total game changers. I'll show you a few of them now.
One of my favorite things about these updates is that they all lived right here in the publisher view. As you'll see, I set up a blank draft just to show you how all these things work, but this is basically what it will look like once you upload a photo or video. So a couple of things that we're already used to if you're a Tailwind user is the smart schedule and the hashtags. Just like on Pinterest, you have the ability to look at the different times that your followers are already looking at content, and Tailwind lets you know when you should post based on that. The other thing is to look at hashtags. So you have the ability to look at hashtags you've used before, which are these ones here. You can look at hashtags lists that you have saved. I have several. The other way to do that is just type in some hashtags. So we can do social media, for example. And when you type in hashtags, as you can see, Tailwind will start to give you other options for hashtags. So this is perfect if you want to look at bigger hashtags versus smaller ones like social media marketing tips. So those are already in Tailwind. Those are things that we've seen before. But some of the updates that I'm going to talk about are complete game changers. I've said this before. I think the caption editor might be the single greatest thing that Tailwind has done in a very long time. So what this allows you to do is to come up with content based on templates for different things that you want to do for your audience. So let's say you want to inspire people. That's something that my content does. You can look at some of these templates and you can take right from them. Let's get focused on Monday mornings. Insert an activity that you're going to do. And now all you can do is ask them, give them a call to action right here. How do you get focused? Bam, the work is already done. It's absolutely amazing. Let's say you want to educate people about something. One question I get asked all the time is, here's a question that you get asked. Today I wanted to share the answer, and now you can answer it. To me, this is awesome. I'm someone that's constantly writing content. If you're someone like me that's trying to provide content every single day, this is just absolutely incredible. I'm really happy about this part. You can also look at holidays coming up. So National Tourism Day, Mother's Day just passed. These are things happening in May. You can look at things happening in June. I think this is, an option to get Tailwind alone, but I'll keep going because this is a post about all the different features that they have. Another piece of the content plan is on the right here. You can set up a content plan over time, which is awesome. So when you come onto this screen, and I've done this before, but I went back to show you how it works, you will be asked a question about what you do and what kind of content you provide. So if you sell products online, if you provide a service to clients, if you have a physical store, Tailwind will make updates to its plan based on that. I am someone that just publishes content online, so I'll generate a plan based on that. It only takes a few seconds, and now you have a plan based on the way that you use content. So as someone that publishes content online, obviously I'm going to inspire people, educate them, or promote services that I have. What's awesome is once you set that up and you see the plan in your dashboard, Tailwind will automatically start placing those things in your plan. So as you can see in your smart scheduler, you have on Sunday a time to educate people. Monday you want to inspire. Tuesday you might promote something. Wednesday you might go back to inspire. And so that guesswork's already been done. Now you know what day you need to do what. You've got extra spaces if you want to do things that might not be educating or inspiring or promoting, but all that stuff's done. As always, you can edit your time slots if you are adjusting how often you're posting per day, and all that guesswork is done, which is fantastic. The last thing I'll share with you guys is the ability to look at your grid. So I am someone like others that tries to have a pretty consistent grid. So you'll see I have my orange quotes and I have my orange tips, taking spots in between everything to set up the grid based on a 3x3, which is the way that your grids show up on Instagram. And so now I get to see whether or not I need to add another orange post. Obviously, I don't want to add another orange post because my most recent one was already an orange post. So I want to do a non-orange post. And so that's something that I love about Tailwind is that I can see that before I post, but also I can go back and see what kind of content I've already done. So if I just did a video recently, this is a video post here, I know my next one might be an image. If my last post was a slideshow, I can make those adjustments in Tailwind. Overall, I think that this makes this tool fantastic. I know I'm definitely considering upgrading even from where I am now, just because there's so much that you gain from Tailwind with these updates. Um, if I were you, I would really think a lot about this.
As you can hear with the excitement in my voice, Tailwind is one of my favorite tools. And one of the big reasons for that is because they're constantly changing. They're looking at the way people are using Tailwind, but also the way people are using Instagram and making adjustments based on that. And I think the content planner is one of the bigger ways that I can show you how Tailwind is really listening to what we're trying to figure out, which is how do we create different content and making a tool and making a solution that fixes that problem. If you haven't used Tailwind before, click on the link in my description and you can sign up for a free trial. And this isn't like other platforms where you get access to some things but not others. You get the entire platform, you get to play with the visual planner, you get to play with the content planner, smart scheduler, the smart bio, which I didn't get to talk about in this video, and other features that Tailwind has. The only limitation you have is how many posts you can post with the free trial. If you have any questions about Tailwind or any questions about the video that I just went over, put them in the comment. I will get back to you as soon as possible. I answer every comment, so you don't have to worry about that. And I'll see you guys in the next video. If you have any other questions about marketing or branding or tools that you want to use for your own business, comment those below as well, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. See you later.